another 70% of them made a mistake, which means you concentrated to work with to get the right answer. That's the study to improve. Alright? This is not, no matter what. Okay, at this stage, didn't get a good score. But if you do repeat it one, okay, correct answer, oh, this is the answer, I made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Okay? That's the study to improve, to invest the knowledge to your brain for future. Alright? So, I don't know how many people are, about the highest one is, the second person is the highest one. How much? Second one is 88 and 88. Good score. The average is about 70, but almost, but, okay? So please review the questionnaire, which you made a mistake, review it again and correct. Oh, this is a reason why. This is a very important point to study and receive the information. All right? And
kazi ni mbaya.
okay, the next session, this will continue for year 2002 also. I will provide a lot of the information to you to work with your clients or your neighbors or your residents actively and actually. This is just a classroom. How to contact with the patient, how to talk to the patient. In 2002 session will be such cycle. Okay, next slide please. This will be a question, right? This is not easy to answer. It is multiple choice. Okay, this is pre-counseling. For example, the patient has never received the BCT test. Then you may talk to the subtype of the people. Why don't you go there? And you should test it for the HIV, the status, blah, blah, blah. Such type of patient, when you see, you have to maybe pay attention to, okay, which one of the following is not to consideration before administration of HIV testing. So, patient is here, then, or client, right? Then we have to give some information and not to must tell a lot of the difference. That's just no consideration. So we don't need to consider which one is one, A, B, C, D, E, something like this, right? Ensuring for the quality of the testing. Oh, our test is good, don't worry about it, you go there, it must be negative. It is not serious. Right? The quality of the test is also expiring date, or maybe not available. It should be available always. And also can detect the antigens or antibody or both. Such type of information you have to know. Which means you have to know what kind of the test is available in Kenya. Under the knowledge, then you can offer the test. Right? And confidentiality should be maintained only when they're conducting a certain type of HIV testing. for a person receiving the HIV test should consent prior to testing. Okay? The person who is wishing to be, cannot see, the tested is entitled to this adequate information before and after testing. The HIV testing should be available and accessible to all the people. So which one is not appropriate? Okay, this is the practical training, not for the just the information training. So which one is not? So I will provide this type of information from the next year session from April, May, June, blah, 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 to give some store the new information in your brain. Which one is it? Okay? Ensuring the quality of the testing. This is the company from Abbott. This is the company of blah, blah, blah. So no problem. Or some patient shows false positive or false negative. Even patient is positive but show no line, which means false positive. We have to repeat it the second test. One test positive, okay, use another company's test, still shows positive. Such type of the confirmation is required. So you should know under that type of the knowledge you can speak to, which means we are indicating what just the HIV test or the VCT test is not simple. We have a ton of knowledge under the suggestion to take the test or not. Right? Next one is confidentiality should be maintained only when conducting the blah 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 HIV testing. Only the person receiving the HIV test should be consent. So the answer is, next slide please. Okay. Confidentiality should be maintained only when it is not from the beginning. So this can be not consideration. So all others have to be considered. Alright? Only this slide shows, indicate to your knowledge is quality of the test. Must be in here. And which facility is good. You have to know. Right? The next one is the person receiving HIV test should, of course, consent form for a priority. Otherwise, in the United States, to do a blood test. You want to do the HIV test, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't know what to do, and keep doctor checking. Later, I'm sorry, you are HIV positive. Patient can sue the doctor. I didn't give any permission to HIV. Such type of the thing is included, right? And the person wishing to be tested
It's entitled to.
Oh, okay. Adequate information before and after. Yeah, this was, right? HIV testing should be available and accessible to all the people. Don't say, I'm sorry, the kit is running out. So, one month later, kids are available, come back. Oh, I'm healthy, and they do the sexual activity to the other people, it will be infected. That if person knows who is infected and not taking a virus, ARV, so must have a viral load high when they infected to, let's say, half. Person can sue with a murder. Okay, this is a very important point. If they know it, stated, not taking a medicine, viral load is very high, then sexual activity, this will be sued. Alright, something like a very critical issue. Next slide, please. Second one, the following services are offered during the post-test counseling, except, which means not to offer. Right? The person with the reduction plan, enrollment into the care and the treatment, consent for the test. the counseling and the partner and the fertility testing. Family testing. Then linkage of the other HIV prevention service, which are not approved, which are not doesn't have to be. Post. After testing, of course, risk reduction plan. Okay, don't do this, don't do that. You are HIV positive. Okay, how many condoms do you need? Okay, take it. That's the one of the service. Enrollment into the care service. Of course. Right? After the positive. And consent from the test. It is too late after the positive. Right? Such type of the question will be a next answer. Which is not necessary. Okay, this type of the thing will be a next thing. About 40 questions, it takes an hour, but not today. Of course, to do this, before to do this type of the test, I will give them many information to you, and also the role play to do a practice, how to answer, how to not to answer. Right, that is the next year project duties. And also target will be that if it's target in this community, female, many female there, many male there, so we may able to limit the personnel, for example, like a pregnant woman. Pregnant woman is also HIV positive, probably, not positive, but if positive, we have to give information to prevent mother-to-child transmission. So how to speak to this mother. Are you taking a medicine? But before that, of course, you have to get the contact with the whole worker. Okay, that's the kind of practical training. Alright? So, we're not going to do this one. This is next time. Example. So, you need a lot of information. This has to be more than 70% has to be correct. Alright? And so, this is for future. And then another one for today. Yeah, this is the government report. You cannot see, nobody can see. I cannot see. Anyway, from the notice from the government. Yesterday, the Friday the 13th, the first patient, the Kenyan patient was found, or the coronavirus infected people are found in Kenya. She is Kenyan, came back from New York, probably. There is no information from New York. They said U.S. through London to England to here. And she was admitted to the Kenyatta hospital in the middle of the observation. She's not a critical condition. She will be okay. However, it is very critical for the transmission, very contagious to transmission. People say within 1 meter should not talk, always. But it is not easy to do. And also one of the reasons the only first patient was found is they didn't do a test. No suspicious person there. Yes, there is a suspicious person from 200 to 250 Chinese people come to the airport. Just they let them out and stay at home. They do? I doubt it. Next slide, please. Okay, this is continuous. Right? And next slide. Okay. So this the government suggested. This is what? Shake hand. It is very contagious, should not do. Very contagious if shake hand. High touch. Very short time. Wrong time. Okay? And this one. Alright? So something like this. It is still very low, a little bit high, very contagious. Then this one, no touch each other. Alright? And next slide please. The majority of the infected people are mild. About 80% of the people are mild. And the severe, very sick. And sick. And 4% is very critical. For example, like the respirators or drop, whatever. That type of. So in general, the symptom is very mild, and coughing, sneezing, fever, 38 or higher, something like that, right? And we will recover within 7 to 10 days, if mild case. Severe case may need respiratory machines. Next slide, please. And this is also the person has a risk to get worse, something like the cardiovascular problem, the heart problem, right? And also diabetes. The patient is, let's say, a little bit older and diabetic, the pre-existing illness may have. And next one, I cannot read. Oh, chronic respiratory the problem, other risk also, and dry January. So the most important is the heart and also the diabetic patient. Even in Japan, many of the people die, about 60, 70 people die. Many of the person is age over 70 to 80 and have a diabetic or cardiovascular problem. So if you don't have anything, it could be okay, it will be a mild. Okay, next slide please. And this is death in the world. I can see. Per day? Oh, per day. This is the people died with in the world. Top one, how many?
3,000.
Huh?
3,000.
3,000 people die a day. What kind of disease? TB. Okay? Still TB is the highest the cause of the death per day or per year. However, this is the retrovirus, coronavirus, not retro, coronavirus disease. Per day, okay, not per year, not per month. So to compare to the other TB is this much, about 3,000, and corona is about 50 something, eh? Yeah. So it's a big difference. It's not a deadly disease. If well treated, well recognized as soon as possible, and received for or stay at home or at the hospital, it will be about 80% of the people, or more than 80% of the people will recover. But please do not visit by shaking, hugging, kissing. Right, next one. The people infected, about quite large number of the people infected, but about 60% of them will be recovered. Depends on the circumstance, of course, when they are admitted. And still the patient, the infected or hospitalized patient is about 60% of them are recovered, about 40% of them are still in the hospital or are still ill. So such type of a situation, because every day new patient. But, next slide please. The severity. According to the death rate of the people infected with the coronavirus is about here. But take a look at here, it's about 1% of people. Right? Then let's take a look at, of course, there is no medicine available for the anti-coronavirus. What about HIV? No medicine. How many percent of people died? 100%. Compared to so far the 1%. So it's not like a deadly disease. People are deadly disease, toilet paper, blah blah blah. It's not necessary to do it. But it is not too high. Right? Next slide please. The average, the age, the risk factor. People get the same the coronavirus, and who is get sick, and who is get the critical conditions, blah blah blah, is here. This is up to, this is 60? 60 to 70. 60 to 69.
66 to 69.
70 to 70.
70 to 70.
Okay. This is 60 to 70, 69 age, the risk factor. And this is 70 years. And this is 80, 90.
80 plus.
80 and above. So 80 above is old, immune system is also low, and not enough soldier in the body, so that's why it is very, the risk to get worse for those. But not others, less than 1%. Okay, next slide. Yeah. We are using for a lot of the money to prevent using for the test kit, for the test kit and some others, and some like the people, people involved. SARS, the severe acute respiratory syndrome. This is also the coronavirus. It will be about 56 million people are affected. HIV, as you said, you answered, the 36 million, it's saying here, 40 million people are affected. Corona is only so far 1.1, but very quick because of not of sexual transmission. It is contagious. So it will be more and more and more, and also this one, Middle East respiratory syndrome is also coronavirus is only at 23 points, but coronavirus is only 4 months, 3 months is 1 point. It will be distributed more and more and more. So please be careful. Next slide. This is the United States, which I'm going to back to here. I don't want to get. This is the United States, all over now. Because the President Clinton, Trump said, oh, our country is okay. Prevention is very safe. They accuse the Japanese government, the movement of the prevention of the coronavirus. But now, United States has almost 2,500 people found for infected. About 100 some, I don't remember exactly. But take a look at the West Coast. This is Los Angeles, California. The San Francisco, this is the Washington, the States. This is New York, Florida. I don't want to go back to, right, next slide please. Oh, that's it? Yeah, okay. So, wash hand is very important. And suspicious person, do not go to hug or a kiss or a shake hand. Okay, so this is very short, brief information about corona. However, please make a note. First the patient must come. It will be spreading. So don't go to the crowded area. Something like this will be possible. So open the windows, right? Something like this. Okay, so any questions for today? So we will do from April, I don't know, for May, April no, I have to go back to US, probably. And we'll start for the new session for something like that training program in May, at least 5 times. Extra one goes